have a few minutes left.
Yep.
Please state your name for the record.
My name is Lynn Schoen. I'm on the City Council of Wabasha in Wabasha County. So we are, there are some rural communities being represented here today. I just wanted to make a couple of comments. This has been something I've been working on for a very long time. I too am on the Minnesota Silica Sand Advisory Panel. We put in a number of hours on this over the past year. And one of the things that I notice is that I really have enjoyed my interaction with industry. I've learned a lot about this industry. And what is great is that the good guys are here. If you want to say it, they're the top 4 silica sand producers, and yet they're not the only producers. And what scares little towns like mine is the little cowboy guys that want to come in and just do what they want to do. And that has been our experience. And so none of the smaller producers are in this room. It's just the top 4 guys that are setting a good example or doing things well, but you're not seeing the whole picture. And until you see the whole picture, you don't really have the truth. And the fact that, you know, we are part of local government. Local government is about as close to the people as you can come. Governor Dayton said he wants to make, he's making the commitment to make state government more accessible. And yet the local governments have not been invited to the table. Until prior, we were invited to the table. Local government all of a sudden doesn't have a voice. And a lot of us spend a lot of our private time unpaid doing local government things, representing our neighbors because we believe in something better. We believe in our communities, and we believe in the right to set the style and type of community we want. So when we come up here and take the time to do that, even though we weren't invited, even though we were told we wouldn't have time, and obviously industry had an hour and a quarter and we've been given, I've got 2 minutes, even through that I'm going to fight for my voice. And I'm going to fight for the voice of my communities, because you guys were elected to represent us, and anytime you push us away, we're going to pull harder to get our voice heard. You shouldn't be pushing us away. You should be asking us, what's your experience? What's going on with you? I would tell you, in my experience, I would have hired, Uniman hired a guy in North Carolina. The U of M has a wonderful particulate studies area. Our own University of Minnesota, we're not even accessing as professionals. Our own professionals, the MPCA, the DNR, aren't even given the courtesy of the time and effort they've been putting in on your behalf, on our behalf. And quite honestly, sitting here, my blood just gets boiled, because you're supposed to be representing us. And that includes all of us, not just this corner of young men who I am glad to know. But dear God, we are all here because we have a voice. So please, next time, would you please invite us to the table, and don't assume northern Minnesota is the same as southern Minnesota.
Thank you for your testimony.